Perfect.
What up?
What up?
That's not what I did. Why is that fast forwarded like that?
It's catching up.
No, it's doing that here too. Am I tripping?
Let me see mine.
It's catching up.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
So what's catching up?
Yeah. What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of... How old are you? 5? Welcome to another episode of Late Night Bullshit. It's KJ.
It's Virgil.
Omega Melodies.
Happy to see y'all again for another night.
Hold
Tonight.
on. That chord was nice for a split second.
Was it? Tonight, y'all already know what we gotta talk about. Y'all already know. Is that what I sound like?
That is what you sound like.
All the time?
Because you sound like that, I'm going to deepen my voice a little bit. So I don't sound
Y'all already know what we gotta talk about tonight.
I can't be that loud and deep at the same time.
See, today, y'all already know we gonna have to talk about our girl Jada.
Pickett? Smith?
Smith!
No.
What's up, Pooh? Smith. We gonna have to talk about Will and Jada. We just gonna have to.
I called my mom earlier today. My mom will never pick up the phone when I call. Now that I just went live and Pooh done said something, she done text me back. Sorry, I missed your call. No, you playing.
Listen, we
Get naked with me.
that's not gonna be a thing, and I need you to not make that a thing. Of course, everybody saw Jada. Well, they might not have, but most people saw Jada's table talk.
Yo, shout out to Jada. Because I'm just saying,
What?
she solidified the fact that I have never cheated because black men don't cheat.
Huh?
I was just entangled.
Oh, you were just
I was
entangled.
in a couple entanglements, and that's okay. Well, it's not
Well,
okay,
he got
but
tangled. He got tangled.
You know
it was a couple of. No,
You know what's
got
bad,
tangled.
man? I would not be surprised.
Well, I got wrapped.
I would not be surprised if entanglement sticks.
Oh,
Like
most
if that
definitely.
sticks for a while.
100%. I've seen statuses from people legitimately saying, "Oh, so now I understand why I didn't feel bad about this. It was just an entanglement. I was healing."
I've only had 2 boyfriends. All y'all other people, we were just in entanglement.
That's what it was.
Oh,
That's
come
what it was.
on,
goodness.
bro.
Listen. I just watched when it comes to social media nowadays, there were so many memes and so many clips of it that I was almost like, maybe I don't even need to watch the whole thing. Like, so I had watched it till yesterday. I watched the entire thing,
Entangled in them
and
lemons.
I'm just like, I believe that she believes this.
Oh,
Dog, you see her sitting down
Hey, let
with
me
her
tell you,
legs
crisscross
crossed.
women who
applesauce.
sit down in chairs crisscross applesauce, they toxic.
They toxic.
Immediately toxic.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Something, especially about something as serious as that.
They know they power and they ready to use it.
No, I'm just saying.
They got all 5 Infinity Stones and they ready to pass down on the nigga. Let me tell you.
Wait, I wish you would.
I wish you would.
I wish you would.
Let's just break this
Before I
down.
put you in this entanglement.
Let's just break it down a little bit in her words.
Okay.
So, in between 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Right. For
August is Og.
Og. Let's ask
The fact that they on nickname basis with this man, as far as Og.
Og, was
she said that they became close. They were really, really good friends.
really,
And not just them, but not just her and August,
but the family.
Will and August, the
Exactly.
family and
He
August.
lived with them for like 4+ years.
He was around them.
and they wanted to help someone.
She wanted to help.
No, because it did originally start out with dude was like actually really sick, so they
needed
took
help.
him in his home, took him into their home. They were actually helping him. They according to them, they got a couple resources to actually help him out. Then Jada Pinkett
That's what happens when you balling. Of course you
decided
got
to,
resources.
give him a little bit of extra healing.
I mean,
Gave him some healing water.
healing.
sexual
Healing,
Jada.
Good for me, and it's good.
Now, her and Will had been separated.
Right.
I was done with your ass. That's what he said.
That's what he
That's
said.
exactly what he said.
So, she, she explored, and she needed healing as well.
No. Deep healing.
Deep healing, and he did not have the girth.
She hadn't felt good in so long.
In a very
How do you
long
say
time.
that to your husband of 25 plus years?
Because she still feels that way.
The exact way she said it?
I
have not
the
felt.
words that they used in that little sit down that they should have had with their counselor beforehand to pick out the words and have a script written. The words that were used were very choice, and I feel like the words that were used because there's still issues that they are
Oh,
actually.
definitely. You can see it in his face.
What's-
And they was talking about how that happened years ago, and this is just now being brought back up because of August. But you can see the
4 years ain't that long.
It's not that long.
Well, first of all, you could see it wasn't over because he said the word transgression, and she said, I don't feel like it was a transgression. So obviously, they were not on the same page. My problem with that was the fact, I just did that. The fact is, well, I guess it doesn't matter how many times I do it. The fact, I've seen the Table Talk a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the couple of episodes that I saw. But then this one episode, she took the most roundabout way. Normally they are very straightforward, and that's because usually it's about other people.
Right.
And then they relate it back to themselves. But she had to make it sound as philosophical as possible.
Oh yeah. The classic toxic girl trip. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad Will was there because he was not letting her.
He literally said,
He was like, no,
you
let's
brought
say it.
yourself to the table. Let's go ahead and tell it like it is. And she's like, what do you mean? An entanglement. I said it was an entanglement. It was a relationship. Yeah, it was a relationship.
Kamari said, did you see his face? They still struggling. They definitely still struggling.
Oh my gosh, that man! I felt so bad for him.
And let's bring it back just a little bit. So let's start off right there at
Bro, you just gave me a whole shower.
You just glicked?
I did.
He glicked hard all on my arm.
So she said entanglement, and she refused. She kept using entanglement because she refused to flat out say I had a relationship.
I messed up.
No,
it's not. No. She was admitting that she messed up in a way.
Well, she didn't really see it as messing up, though.
True, but again, she didn't want to say I had a relationship. That's where the whole entanglement
Chris said he
comes
don't feel
from.
bad for
Why
Will.
don't you feel bad for him?
Okay, wait. Let me be clear on what I mean. I feel bad for him in that particular instance, having to just sit there and not only listen to the entire situation, but then hear the things that he obviously was not aware or in the same mindset as.
Oh yeah.
So then you can see it in his eyes.
Behind closed doors, she was probably, in his moment of actual pain, she probably was able to slide in some of that philosophical entanglement nonsense.
Well, she just. I feel like Jada Pinkett Smith now that we have seen her in this situation, is probably very controlling. Will Smith may be Will Smith, but let's just think about if you were Will Smith in this situation, and not just with August Alsina. Let's talk about some.
It's
of their,
Hollywood. He gonna be fine.
Let's talk about some of their interviews where they were like, she had such a deep connection with Tupac, and his daughter was writing letters to dead Tupac,
who she has no idea who he outside of Tupac.
Outside of Tupac, she shouldn't
That's
even know anything else about Tupac. But
So
she
it
wrote
makes you
a
think
letter to Tupac.
You make my mommy happy and shit. So it makes you think, how much is Jada talking about him to the point where her daughter feels so strongly about her being that upset?
Yeah, how much is she really pushing and grilling and probably beating down Will psychologically when it comes to her past transgressions? Which she said that she didn't see August Alsina as a transgression. She didn't see what happened between them as a problem.
Will said, she didn't want to say she messed up because she doesn't feel like she did since they were separated. She's not even sorry. Now, Chris said something interesting. He said, dudes cheat all the time. A girl have one entanglement, and now men got feelings. But the difference is, I understand what he's saying for the normal world. So yes, now guys cheat all the time, but in Hollywood or in the fame world, guys get dogged all the time for cheating.
Yeah, in this world, women cheat all the time.
Right, but that's not the point. The point is that dudes normal, like right now, if you was cheating on your girl, I wouldn't care as much. Whereas if that's the example. Where people don't necessarily care if a dude is sleeping with a bunch of girls outside of his girlfriend, but then everybody will get on a woman for cheating on her man.
No. That's not the case. If a
I don't
man
think
cheats,
that's- I don't think that's the case when it comes to Hollywood.
No,
I'm not talking about
not even in our world. If a man cheats on a woman, he's a dog. That's what happens. When a woman cheats on a man, it's, well, what are you not doing to not keep your woman happy? That's exactly what happens.
I won't say that that's a majority, but I've definitely seen that a lot. I've definitely seen the double. I don't want to say double standard.
That's a double standard.
It's definitely a double standard.
Yeah,
Women get more slack when it comes to cheating.
Because, like, it is true. Like, I have seen a lot of people I know who are like, when men cheat, they are like, fuck that nigga. I don't care what the reason was. I don't care what was going on in their relationship, but will take the time to think about and make reasons why it was okay that the woman cheated. When in all honesty, if someone cheats, it's usually, not usually, sometimes when it's in a relationship, a long-term
JD awake
relationship,
tonight.
it is usually like each party's fault. There's usually something on both sides that led to the eventual cheating. In some cases, not in all.
This is also my pushback on that. Is the problem is not the entanglement.
It's the naked juice, Will.
The problem is not the fact that Jada cheated. Slick, that's not even the big issue. The issue is the way that she spoke all around it.
The way she didn't want
all
to admit
around it.
that she had an affair.
And this was a close friend.
Will did speak about his revenge. He straight up said what he did.
Yeah.
I got my revenge too.
I'm gonna get you back.
Tony
Conrad. Oh boy, what's up, bro?
Shock. It always makes me laugh. Instead of just saying, "What up?" Whoa. A new person. Huh?
Hey, I get excited for all the people.
Bro.
But nah, though, like, yeah, she definitely
just walked
all around it. And
here's the point, and here is her.
And a post that I saw earlier from Kamaria made a post that said, just because you are separated, if you have a relationship while separated, but you did not get a divorce, you are still cheating.
Yeah, you're not divorced.
Huh?
You're not divorced.
Yeah, and when I feel like whenever someone says we're separated, that word separated means there's a chance. Separated, if you are done with somebody, you're in a marriage, and you are talking to somebody else,
right?
Say you're a female I'm talking to, and we're separated, but I know it's finished. I would say, yes, I'm divorced, or I'm getting a divorce. I would never say I'm separated. See, if I tell somebody I'm separated, that means, yeah, me and my significant other's having a rough time, but there's probably a chance
of getting us together. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's like, when you say you're separated, that's just your excuse of not getting a divorce, basically. I don't feel like going through the hassle of getting a divorce. I don't feel like dealing with the process of getting a divorce because I'm probably stand to lose more in a divorce. So I'm just going to say we're separated. It's still cheating at the end of the day.
Chris said there is a double standard, but we all know that Will and Jada with the shit. So I'm not surprised or sympathetic. The red table talk was for the thirsty fans. I also, again, don't agree. The problem, again, with this is not just the entanglement. It's the fact that she spoke around it, but it's also the fact that people act just like that. It's not just Jada.
Yeah.
There is a world full of people that do that, and that's okay.
That's very true. We have met a couple people who...
I know plenty of
people
women specifically.
who
I know guys that do it too, but women specifically that get a little bit more slack because of explanations like that.
Yeah. Well, women are good with their words. Point blank, period.
Will said that gets...
If it's an open pansexual relationship, though.
Oh, that gets iffy when it is an open pansexual relationship, though.
I think...
But they say they don't have an open relationship.
Yeah.
They're life partners.
Even if it was an open relationship, I feel like there's still some communication. There still has to be some type of communication.
Also, the other thing is that now with this happening, life partnership, I 100% believe was Jada's ideal. Life partnership, had to
listen
come
to
from
how
her.
she talking.
Had to have come from her. And let's see here.
Yes.
Where she said that he was not a home wrecker, that he said what he said, and he said that he got permission from Will because he didn't want to look like a home wrecker. But they had a nickname for August Alsina, which means that August Alsina was a friend. Was a friend to Will Smith. Now, every man can imagine if
He's
someone
also
you
23,
consider,
so I mean, there's only so far as a friend he can be.
Right.
but you still gave him you called him a nickname.
That's true.
You were close enough. You were close enough to where that man was a friend. And if you have a friend and your friend sleeps with your wife or your ex-wife,
I don't care how much we
you
get
don't
separated.
sleep with my ex-wife.
I'm sorry.
Well, first of all,
you can't do it.
They obviously didn't have an open relationship because he said transgression. So
Yeah,
he felt like it was a transgression.
but she said she didn't feel like it was a transgression.
She probably didn't
Which
feel like
means
it was
they obviously have not
She
communicated that
probably
we are
didn't
in an
feel
open
like it was a
relationship.
transgression because she's probably just doing what they normally do. Will probably feels like it's a transgression because that communication probably was not there. I feel like there has to be some type of agreement in an open relationship amongst the two on who you decide to get.
Bryant said depends because sometimes separated means that one of the other is still getting benefits. He said his parents are separated so that his mom can still get health insurance from his dad, but they are dating other people. So, I mean, separation, but again, that sounds like something that was made clear.
Yeah.
I mean, well, technically I don't know
there's
that.
little
but
to no room
that
of
right there
misinterpretation.
looks like it was made clear. So there's no wiggle room because we communicated what this separation means. Not we're in a bad spot, so let's get separated. I don't think that implies. Me personally, I do not feel like that implies we're gonna start venturing off into other people.
Yeah.
So let's put it into in the common world. If you're in a relationship, y'all been together for some time now. You
I
gotta
think
say
that
we should take a
first
break.
off, I think we need to stop saying the common world because I think that the situation that they are having is very common.
I mean, yes,
That
I'm
type
saying
of
I'm
stuff
talking
happens
about
in marriages all the time.
I'm talking about for the common folk.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yes, that happens in everyday life, but their situation is different because both parties stand to lose more. I'm saying in the common world with the common folk, how would do you think that when the couple says, I think we should take a break, do you think is that the same situation as being separated?
First off, I don't know because I don't take breaks.
I mean, no, if we
I don't
taking
take
a break,
A break
we
is
just-
stupid to me.
Yeah.
if we're taking a break, we just don't need to be together.
Kamaria said, I'm sorry, but they home look wrecked. Emphasis on the ED.
They home is wrecked.
What if Jada lied and told Og that Will said it was okay? That'd be a whole nother thing.
Because that man felt, August Alsina said, to
I don't-
say that on camera and say,
Yeah, when it
I
comes to
sat
August
and I got
Alsina-
Will's blessing.
He had to have been told that it was okay.
Chris said,
Someone told him.
Chris said, funny how today is the anniversary of August being on Jada's show. They playing with y'all.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, even if they are, again, there are women and there are men. There are people that still do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the topic does not change because
And the real
people
topic
do that.
is like, why is there people out there who refuse to admit if they had an affair or not?
Why? I mean,
Or
'Cause
why like
it's
the
harder.
fact that
To,
there
it's
are
harder to
people
take
out
Are you
accountability.
saying like, because I know in my previous entanglements, I didn't admit it to my girl, but I did to anybody who called me out on it. I'm like, yeah, I did. Outside of that one time when I said you can't actually cheat, but yeah, and I feel like, and
you can't actually entangle. We don't say cheat no more.
oh yeah, black men don't cheat.
You can't
Black
say.
men don't entangle.
Well, the word
Black men
cheat
don't
is gone anyway. It is now entangled.
Entangled.
Yeah.
We were entangled.
Babe, I apologize. I got entangled with another woman.
No,
But don't worry, it was just an entanglement.
I'm free now. I'm loose. and
Exactly.
I'm
I got
back
my
to you.
healing, and we're good.
She needed.
We're
deep,
all set.
Deep healing, bro.
Because
Their
again,
words in that whole
Bro,
thing
she
had
was
me
just-
weak.
and it was just
My
like
first
Jada
wife.
just became the cougar future. See, what also bothers me is the excuse of healing, because I know people that, sometimes you are in a bad relationship where you do need healing.
Yeah.
So that is one thing, but that ain't the healing we talking about.
Not at all.
go
Now,
to therapy.
because
You sit down and have a heart to heart with
that
each
whole
other.
go find out how to be happy yourself. We come back together and be happy together.
I get that.
Not go out and get some other dick to make yourself feel better.
94 draw. About damn time you here on time.
Hey.
Nah.
He shares when he doesn't come. I appreciate you coming tonight.
You're right. I apologize for my
I told him to
transgression.
make sure he was on time.
94 Dro said entanglements are needed.
Explain my
Explain
brother.
yourself.
Now, no, entanglement. I can understand in a sense.
Will said I would have smacked Jada on camera for trying to be cute with her words.
Bruh, I swear it was this meme on
Jada
Twitter.
did nothing wrong.
What?
I need to hear that.
They said if
94
I oughta
Draw
smack
the
the
type
shit
of guy
out
who
of
says that they still relationship goals.
He probably did say that.
I mean, they do say unconditional love. Unconditional
But
love.
they're not happy.
No,
They're not.
So
you
is
can't
it,
say they're not happy.
bruh?
Remember, they
We
said.
ride together, we die together.
Bad
Bad
marriage
marriage
for
for
life.
life.
Well, first of
I
all,
was almost done with your ass.
first of all, they laughed
Legit
about it.
words.
Right, but maybe they're happy.
They
because,
actors.
maybe they're happy because
actors.
they're happy in
They
themselves
actors.
and bring their happiness together.
Nah.
Now, what I think though, what I don't like about their relationship goes because of the unconditional love. Even if you agree that what she did was not wrong, the way that she positioned it sounds like she was abusing
It's manipulation.
abusing the unconditional love. I'm gonna word it like this so it doesn't seem that bad because we unconditionally love.
I'm gonna
each
make
Yeah.
you feel bad about being upset with me.
Cause let's not forget the part in the interview when she said, if someone was to come to me and tell me in your marriage this and this is gonna happen, she said I would never think that I would do those things. Now, we don't even know what the rest of those things are.
Facts.
Kamaria said just because they said unconditional love doesn't mean they actually have an acute understanding of what that means. That is true. They are just people just like everybody else. So who's to say that?
94 Dro said only thing Jada did wrong was saying entanglement.
I need you to explain. Will said if that's what unconditional love looks like, I don't want that. And then Chris said, I feel like Jada and Will have an open relationship, and in that situation, an entanglement is possible. I feel like they didn't have an open relationship because he said she committed transgression.
Yeah.
If you have an open relationship, that would not be
You know how
considered a
strongly you gotta
transgression.
feel about a situation to say the word transgression instead of just like she messed up.
And then
I
she
also
said,
think
I
so.
don't feel like it was a transgression.
I also feel like, although it might have looked in some way natural, the laughing, they were forcing their laughing. They had to make it seem like it was okay, and some of the laughing that they were doing felt like laughs to release tension. Like,
We're on camera, baby. No, you.
I'll beat your ass when this comes off.
he said transgression, and then she said, I don't feel like it was a transgression because of this, and this. Not because I don't feel like this was a transgression because we have an open relationship. Because that would have squashed that immediately.
Will said he wanted to dump her ass. He said he wanted nothing to do with her. Yeah, after the fact. After he found this out. That wasn't before this. This was after he found out everything with August.
Kamaria said denial laughter.
That's exactly
That long.
Yeah.
I'm about to kill you.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And look,
yeah, that's funny.
I'm wondering if 94 Dro is meaning it or if he just
trolling
trying
us.
to be funny.
No, I think he means it.
I think he means it too.
I think he means it. I think 94 Dro be having a whole lot of entanglements.
He said nah, it was before. See, 94 Dro sound like he got entanglements that he trying to keep
No,
validated.
he trying to get on Jada's good side.
he
said August
trying to
out-
have an entanglement with me too.
He said August Alsina 27. He was 23 when you did it. I'm right around that age, baby. I'm right there, Jada. Come have an entanglement with me.
I need to be held.
So Chris said he used transgression so that he doesn't have to go in on her on camera. They have some type of prearranged situation, and she seems to have the leverage. 94 Dro said he said they split, and then August happened. He also said that she can call him. Listen, bro. If I ever have access to a number, I'll make sure I give it to you.
Hey, no, dead ass.
That ain't even gonna happen.
Hey, Jay, if you ever see this,
Can you imagine now how many
I'm here
like
for it.
how long do you think it'll be till Will? How long do you think it'll be till Will can do an interview and that not come up?
I think he'll be fine.
You think he'll be fine?
You think if he got on Wild 'N Out in the next year or
Wait,
so?
he's not going to get on Wild 'N Out. He also said an interview.
But, hey, Wild 'N Out basically an interview to me.
Wild 'N Out is not an interview.
They
Wild 'N
gonna
Out.
have to fire DC
Will
Young Fly
Smith
after
would
that.
not make it on Wild 'N Out. Let
Wild
me
'N
tell
Out
you
is
We're
something.
gonna talk about the man who pays you, who writes your check. Divorce.
Wild 'N Out is just a roast.
Actually,
Oh, he said, y'all call me. Right now? I don't even want to hear your opinion that much because I feel like you about to bull crap.
no, I want to hear it.
DM me your number.
I got it.
But let's for 94 drop, but also Jada call me. You funny. But let's then talk outside of Jada then. Let's leave that alone.
Could have swore I had it.
Because there are plenty of guys and gals that I have seen on social media that now feel
I
validated.
got it.
He already has it. That feel validated. Don't put him on speaker just yet. Figure out what he doing. What he trolling about.
Hey, what up, y'all?
All right,
What
listen.
up?
We got 94 Joe on the phone. What kind of crap you trying to call about right now? Oh wait, sorry. We've got our first caller.
Like, I'm just saying, the facts or the information that they gave us, just,
Put it
you know,
in the
because, I just want to be fair. You got to listen to what they said. We can't do too many assumptions, even though we got content to provide. But by what they said, Will broke up with her, said, I don't want nothing to do with your ass. And then that's when August came about. It wasn't August came. This is what they said. It wasn't August came, and then Will was like, "Oh no, yeah, fuck you, Mitch." Like da 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 da. It wasn't that. You know, I just wanted to be fair. That's all I wanted to say.
So Darian, why do you think he felt like it was a transgression?
I think Will thought it was a transgression. Just like most guys feel like the guy that their girl has been with prior to them cementing their relationship is a mishap or a misstep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's why Will thought it was a transgression, because it's like, well, it didn't work with him, had to be a mistake. But I mean, it doesn't have to be a mistake. You know, she made that decision after they split to go deal with August. So it was a transgression for her. It was a period of enlightenment, but for her, not saying enlightenment was like God. It was a period of enlightenment with her to figure herself out. But I think Will was like, nah, fuck that nigga. You know, you didn't end up with him. You came back to me. Yeah, that's a transgression.
So do you feel like, because I know that we're saying they split, but they were married, do you feel like that was okay even though they didn't actually get divorced?
Look, I'll say this. By white man's paperwork, she cheated. Alright? By white man's paperwork, she cheated. But in the nuances of the situation, they split. Like, I got a family member right now who is going through a separation right now. And, you know, their stuff's been, like, the court stuff's been held back because of COVID, but they split and they're not getting back together. Would I be wrong to say, hey, yo, bro, you can't be out here talking to other women. You still got a whole wife. Like,
yeah, but they already started the process to get divorced. That's the thing about who you're talking about. They've already started the process for divorce.
But it still hasn't happened, though. I mean,
yeah, but theirs hasn't
But we
happened.
are getting divorced. Like, for a fact.
But you can't move the technicalities of the situation.
That's not moving them. That's saying in your example, they have now said, we are getting divorced. Unfortunately, the paperwork, for the white man's paperwork, just to use your word, the paperwork has not been finalized. But me and you have decided we are getting divorced.
So if you could just amend the white man's paperwork of marriage like that, what is the point of the marriage?
Fact.
If you're willing to just amend it at that point like that, what is the point of getting married at that point? Stop biting your damn nails.
Look. Let's keep it a beam then, because it's not that marriages are just for love. There's a lot of taxes that go into that, but we won't talk about that right now.
All right, then 94 Dro.
I hate for y'all to just characterize it as they married. That's the only reason they married, is because of love. No, they love each other, and Will's decision is to love Jada through this, even though they weren't together, because Jada said, they were headed for divorce, but then afterwards of their periods away from each other, they decided they wanted to come back. And then August didn't want to be a side nigga no more, and now he's on Angela Yee's show.
I mean, now that's basically really what happened.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your opinion, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all giving me this opportunity on this illustrious platform.
Jada, if you ever see this, this is not Darian DeRoe, 94 Dro. He got your back, obviously.
Yes, and Will. I'm here for the Smith.
Oh, he trying to be the next Og.
He trying to get a brand deal. That's what he trying to
He
do.
trying to get a deal. All right, bro.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go back to watching. Y'all keep turning up, y'all.
Appreciate it. All right, so while he was talking, there were some people in the comments. Kamaria said, but they were still married. Chris said he's still married to her, so he felt some type of ownership of her. Kamaria said, and they agreed when they signed the paperwork. So that's talking about Darian's example. Will said, that's still cheating, though. It may not be frowned as much, but still cheating. You would lose in court for doing for that. Now, technically, that would be the paperwork part. If you can't make a large purchase before closing on a house, why is it seen as okay to move to the next before closing the divorce? That's a good question.
Great question.
So basically what Darian is saying is, we said, because he said I'm done with your ass, forget the divorce paperwork and all of that.
That basically everything in between then and
It's
where
fair
they
game.
said they were back together.
It's fair game.
And
And
I can see your point.
I can see the point. I ain't going for that.
I
bro.
ain't hearing that
going for
noise.
that. I am not going for
If
that.
I'm willing to just augment the papers, that's no point in me getting married.
We not divorced
Until
until
I
we
sign
say
them papers.
we are getting divorced and I hand you these papers. You put your John Hancock on there. Boom. Now, however long it takes to get to that part, whatever.
That's on that. But
Because let's not also act like Jada wasn't still living in that house, or that Will wasn't still, or that they were not still living. I don't want to say that that's his house and Jada would have to be the one that moved out, but that they were still living together in that house and they still had ties that they had not decided were that were not dealt with at that time yet. So in my eyes, from the way that they explained it, even though that they said they were angry at each other and they thought that they were apart.
going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Because remember, she said she thought they were going to.
And then later on, she was like, no, we were done. Like at first she said, yeah, it really looked like we wasn't going to make it.
I was done with y'all.
And then it was, I was done. So his point does make sense also where he says that marriage is not all on the love part. So he is right when it is that we don't know, if they did
what's
have
going
an
on
actual
behind
agreement.
closed doors.
And
But
if
they're at the red
if
table. That's where they would say it.
Yeah, but the red table was only 12 minutes.
That's true.
It was only 12 minutes. They
That's
didn't
what's
talk
kinda
about.
short.
They didn't say if during that time if they had already discussed financial situations.
Yeah.
And how do we handle things with the kids or kids
Whatever.
trust funds and
Right.
all that other good stuff. So
Will said right. So if the papers really didn't matter like that, why do we got to go to the courthouse to make the marriage official in the first place? One thing I also think that they showed is how long have they been married? What, 20, 25?
25 years. Yeah.
So, I mean, it does say, through the good, through the bad, till death do us part, through sickness and health, blah, blah, blah. So, the reason that, me and him differ, and I see that point of view, and I completely understand it. But where I differ in that is, even if you get to the point where you both feel like this could be over, the point of marriage, at least from how I view it, the point of marriage is we are still like this until we get to that point where we officially are like, okay, this is for sure done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how bad they felt. Both of them felt. I don't care how much they thought it was going to be done, how much they thought it was going to be over.
Until your
It's
name
not
is on that
over
dotted line.
until it's over.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Like, it's not over till it's over. Now, really, let's be real. This whole subject would not have blown up, though, if August did not get tired of being a side nigga. Like, for real.
Really,
Well,
that's what
here's
happened.
hold on, because
He got tired of being
No,
a
no, no,
side
no, no,
nigga.
no.
Darian said because the government wants/needs the paperwork.
But hold on, because in the
We
interview
on the
they
ground
also
level.
said that August Alsina was the one who
Stop contact.
stopped contacting. They hadn't talked for a while. He
Because
hadn't been a side nigga for probably a couple years. He probably hadn't been a side nigga for at least a year or two.
So what was the point of him saying all this shit, man?
I'm telling you, I felt like it was some clout.
Oh yeah.
I 100%.
I mean, this album did.
You know
feel
what,
like
bro? I
it was-
just dropped this album, and I got this juicy shit to get people.
I
know
got
that
this
I'm around.
juicy.
I need people to know that I'm back. So,
I got some tea.
Jada.
Remember
Remember
when
when I blew that back out? Hey!
Will gave me permission to do that.
Now, talking about blew that back out,
Huh?
there's been other people who have, other celebrities who have come to say things like 50 Cent and his bully ass.
Yo, 50
Okay?
Cent, every day he reminds me why he got shot 9 times, bro.
Man!
It's
Man!
ridiculous. And then Michael Blackson came for him, too.
Did he really?
Yes.
So what did 50 say?
So 50 had texted Will Smith and he had said, man, why y'all put all y'all business out there? And then he was like, I can't believe you gave August permission to blow your wife back out. He literally said, I can't believe you gave permission for August to blow your wife back out.
He said that?
He texted Will that.
So Will said, first of all, Kamari said paperwork's important. But Will said, man, Jada's kitty cat transformed Og from on his dying bed back to straight.
Hey, look, that's some powerful yoni right there.
But that probably sucked him in like
Look.
a black hole.
Look, he ate the spaghetti.
She sucked the sickness out.
He ate the spaghetti. Never eat the spaghetti.
94
fellas.
Dro said, yeah, bro, big time clout chasing. Will don't like this because they share the same name. Listen. Also, let's be real. He, at the time, I feel like he probably stopped communication because he was tired of being a side dude. Because he was
couldn't
talking.
play his fucking role.
He was talking about how invested he was and how he gave his all. So he was getting to that point where
definitely stopped
either you
talking
tell
to
your
him.
husband or I tell your husband.
Yeah. I don't believe that he just stopped communication. I don't believe that's what happened. I
can believe it.
No, I
That he got hurt
believe that
and stopped.
something happened and they had a fight and then he stopped
He
communicating.
made her choose and she
Bruh,
said, bro, I'm not
Jada
leaving
just
with
needs to learn how to control her hoes. You see, this shit don't happen with Will in their supposed relationship. Will don't have these type of scandals coming out.
If
Only
there's
Jada.
a will, there's a way.
Yeah, nah, dog.
I just couldn't imagine being the man whose wife is still hung up on so many past relationships, won't
That's
brand new relationships. His children care about people that ain't even around, shouldn't even matter. I couldn't imagine being
He has
Will.
no control over his household.
94 Dro said, light skins can't be side pieces. It's a mathematical
It is
fact.
a scientific fact. Light-skinned niggas cannot be a side nigga. They don't know how to play their role. Us dark-skinned niggas, us brown-skinned niggas.
Spaghetti
no,
can't be code for kitty cat.
No. Spaghetti. There's a reason I say spaghetti. I won't say it. But yeah.
Jada said, I'm staying with the Fresh Prince. That's because Will's hoes are over on Epstein Island. Wow.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone.
Yeah.
But like, let's be real. How, if you and your girl are on a break, is it fair game?
No.
I can't answer that question for you because I don't do breaks.
No.
Now that's the answer. I don't do breaks.
I don't do breaks. If
So
you
no.
want to break, it's a break up. And then, everything gets fair game because you're not important anymore.
See,
So,
but technically in marriage, it can't necessarily just be if we take a break, we breaking up.
Bruh, no. If we get separated in this
if me and
marriage,
my girlfriend got married and then we had a fight and we were separated, I would not have any relationships until we had the actual divorce. Because up
Sam don't do well
until
like that.
up until the point that we say that we bring papers and we sign the papers,
we are still together.
we are still together, and there's
Yeah.
an opportunity that we will work past whatever issues we are having.
Because we are.
Unless you have an entanglement while we are separated.
bruh, look, I don't give a fuck.
If you have an entanglement while we separated,
If you pop some dick in your mouth before you sign these papers, ain't no chances.
Because
Ain't
also,
no chances.
I can completely understand that sometimes, like, that in some marriages, you end up just needing some space.
yeah,
Right.
Because y'all are married, y'all probably see each other all the time. Now, they don't
That's
specifically.
normal.
find your space on the other side of this house.
Right, but what I'm saying
As-
is I
as
can
much
see some
house as they
people.
got?
I can see some people being in that emotional, like, they're breaking down emotionally and need to be separated. But that is for you to be by yourself to figure it out. To figure out if we gonna come fix this or not.
You need to
That
do
is
some
not.
real life soul searching.
Let me go try somebody else real quick to see if I'm really missing this over here.
But it's also I also kind of put slight blame on Will because he also did another interview where he was like he had this idea of what a marriage was, what a real family should be. So it's almost like he compromised his beliefs and who he was just to keep that image, that image of what the ideal family was.
Yeah, but his image is tied to his money.
No. Like, cause he said growing up he watched his dad beat on his mom and shit. So he didn't have that family life. He wanted that family life. So if going through whatever he's going through means that his kids get to have that family oriented life, he gets to create that image, then he's willing to do whatever he needs to do to make that happen.
Kamaria said, sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Kamaria said, what the hell is a break? For real, though. In the eyes, a break is where I thought a break was, we just needed some time apart. I didn't know. Somebody else told me that a break is, we're not together for a little bit of time, but we know we're coming back. And I'm like, if that's the case, then why are you smashing other people?
Why are you smashing other people?
If you know we coming back together. I don't want to come back knowing you done got some
pickle.
Why don't y'all just go, if that's what y'all about, if y'all really, no, if y'all really,
relationship.
It don't even got to be an open relationship. If you feel like you just need a point in time out of the year to get some different D and some different pussy, why don't y'all just go swing somewhere? Or do something?
Let's just have that conversation.
There's other ways to where your relationship can stay intact and you can get your rocks off however the both of you need to get your rocks off. And everything is okay. Rather than, let's take a break and potentially one of y'all getting hurt for no reason.
But the thing is, with that though, it's more than, when people want to break, it's more than just sexual. It's emotional also. So just swinging wouldn't fix that situation.
Yeah, but some people, they break because it's emotional, but then think that the sex is going to fix the emotional problem.
That's just going to cause more damage.
Kamaria said, "Nah, we either together or we aren't. No in between." And I feel
my
that.
Girlfriend just like you. Nah.
Kamaria is right. She is right.
Ain't none of that.
Will said,
it's pretty simple.
Will said, if you're a dude that says it's okay to take a break when it was her idea, which is a fact, if it's her idea, you're a simp. Or just don't care.
So is Will simping, or is he holding on too much to his image?
I think
of
he has.
family?
I think he has a legacy to protect, and he needs to do what he needs to do.
And we also don't know what they have connected behind closed doors.
Yeah, and then he already said, in that interview, they had said it's not about payback. Jada said it's not about payback. Will's like, it is for me. It is payback.
I agree with Ruffin, especially if sex is the problem. My question also is, not actually a question, but that's also probably part of the sucky part of being a celebrity in the first place. Because I'm going to be honest, I didn't pay attention to their relationship much. And I probably won't much after this kind of dies down.
Yeah, no.
But I don't think, based on what I've heard and what I've seen, that this would have happened. So it's just crazy to see how celebrities are slick in their own little world.
Oh yeah, it's a completely different world.
And especially because I thought the world had seen him as a role model, kind of. I don't know that, but that's just what it seemed like.
They did. That
and
Will and Jada love, that was always kind of
Well, apparently people thought they were relationship goals. I never said they were relationship goals because I didn't know much about their relationship. But I feel like that's not the case no more. That is the most confusing looking.
Man, I am yawning so much.
That relationship just looks so confusing.
I get it.
It looks like a mess.
Oh, that relationship is a hot mess.
It looks like
and imagine,
you got clothes scattered across the
navigating
room.
your kids through that.
Well, their kids weird too.
That's true.
And it's probably.
I think their kids are weird because of Jada.
Replace them with Denzel.
I don't know Denzel's wife.
I don't know nothing about.
Which is why they can't.
I don't know jack shit about Denzel. I honestly.
Which is why Denzel and his wife cannot be the role models because we don't know their name. They won't be. They won't be.
True.
Until they are both on that first name basis with households.
I also see Denzel as a typecast artist.
Oh,
An actor. I see him as a typecast actor.
What do you mean? What type?
Like he plays. He basically
that strong
just plays
male,
him.
that strong black male
He plays
role.
the same shit all the time.
What you mean, bro?
He just when
Remember
I watch,
the Titans,
hold
Denzel,
on.
and Book of Eli or Equalizer are not the same person.
Bro, it don't matter what movie. It just always felt like, I'm watching Denzel. Yep.
Fence
This
is
Denzel.
Fence is Denzel. Remember
This
the
is
Titans,
Denzel.
Denzel. You tripping?
Yep.
Bro,
I
that
see
emotional
Denzel.
spectrum is slick. Kind of on the same thing. It's like Scarlett Johansson. Her stuff is always slick on the same spectrum. It's like you got Book of Eli, great. Then you got Fences, great. Then you got Remember the Titans, great.
Hey, Kamari, you are right. There's nothing wrong with typecast artists, but I don't pay much attention to artists that I see are typecast. Like, I just don't. Like, everybody always talk about Denzel's such a great actor. Denzel,
now
and
he
I
is.
be like,
No, see, bro. What
I
be
just
bothering
be
me
like,
about
he
you,
is.
bro? is You
no,
be
no,
saying
no,
this
no,
stuff.
hold on.
You
All
be
I'm
saying.
gonna do is disrespect him like
Hold
that.
on, hold on. Cause Theo be saying this stuff about people who movies he hadn't even watched.
I have watched Denzel.
So you seen all of Denzel's movies?
I haven't seen them all.
Shut up, then.
Side.
Of course, I've seen that movie, JD.
So
Kamar-
finish it.
I'm not about to finish it.
Left side.
Thank
I'm
you.
not,
Kamaria
I'm just
said-
not, I'm not a duet pair of niggas like you two.
Kamaria said, "Oh,
It's
you
Remember
could
the
be."
Titans. What do you
Kamaria
mean?
said all of our black role models will be brought down. SMH reputations tarnished. Chris said, "Don't get me started on how we put our faith in made up people. You should set your goals." Now that's a fact. I try my best not to. Like, especially when somebody will be like, somebody will say, "This was before the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation."
Yeah.
Everybody was, "Yeah, Chris Brown's a great dude," and I'm like, how do you even know that? You don't even know him. And then the Chris Brown and Rihanna thing came out. It's like,
It's crazy to think about that is Rihanna even also
Okay.
came out and said that.
we not about to even focus on that situation.
No, I'm saying how it pertains to what you know what you're not gonna keep doing is shutting out my fucking opinion
Hey,
on what I got to say.
You understand
Hey,
the
bitch.
Zoltan?
I'm in the so, you know what?
Your voice is in the Zoltan. Your
Keep fucking going.
emotions.
Next fucking time.
Chris, I had to go based off of
Your
what he did.
emotions are out in the ether. Okay?
Will
I'm
said
sorry, I
John
had
Q
a
was a
bad day at
legendary
work.
film, and that's a fact. I understand what you're saying about type actors, and that's cool. But pick the right ones. Dude from The Office, that's a type actor.
Look,
Steve Carell.
he is.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is a type actor.
Crazy dude. Jim Carrey, that's a type actor. But Denzel can play multiple types. Now, is he in a box of like 5? Yes. But he does not have one specific role. Okay?
First, it's not even like you making movies anymore, so
If they came out with an Equalizer 3, I would watch it.
I would not.
Kamaria said, yeah, I do not look up the
I'm not
celebrities.
gonna lie to you, bro. I did not really care for Equalizer 2.
Stop talking to me.
What?
Kamaria said, yeah, I do not look up the celebrities at all when it comes to their actual lives. Artistry, yes. Life, no. If I ever be talking about celebrities, I'll talk about like a specific part that they played in a movie. Like that character. Like I'll say,
Yeah, like Equalizer.
I don't know his name in Equalizer.
The second one. I just didn't feel like he was.
Will Ferrell is another one. Yeah, there's plenty of them.
That whole movie, I was like, I'm ignoring you. That whole movie, I was like, but he not gonna lose. The whole movie, I was
He's
like,
the
I
main
guess I
character.
just.
He's the main character.
Yeah, but there are movies.
Don't forget, Theo wants him to lose so
No,
that the
I
movie
want to.
makes no sense.
No, I want to feel like there are actual stakes involved. That he
There
not just
were-
about to walk
there
up in here
were.
and kill up everybody with no issue. He ain't had no problems with
He
none
had
of them.
no problem.
He ain't had no issues. I never.
What are you
once,
talking about?
I never once in that
it's
movie.
one thing for him to just magically come out on top. But they showed why
The stuff-
he came
the
out on
stuff
top.
he was doing
Dude
in
is
that movie,
strategic.
bro.
Dude
The
is
stuff that was-
good.
nah,
What are you
bro.
talking
He wasn't
about?
doing
What are you
anything.
talking about?
Extraterrestrial.
Bro, it never felt like the stakes were so high that he was actually gonna lose, or that the enemy was that strong that he was gonna lose.
That strong, like we're watching an Avengers movie. These are people.
There were still
These were
movies.
people coming into
You
his
acting
apartment
you
building.
acting like there aren't movies out there with regular ass.
We're
folk.
talking about Equalizer 2. That's what we're talking
Well, hold
about.
on.
You right.
Hold on. Give us another movie then.
No.
No. Defend
I'm
your argument.
I'm gonna put myself
Defend
back
your
in the
argument.
Zoltan
Defend
and
your
shut the
argument.
hell up.
Defend your argument.
So, because first of all, he fought regular teenagers. Then the people he fought came at him in his apartment complex, in his home.
And then when they went out to the field during the fucking hurricane, they showed why he won.
Yeah, okay.
He
Will
set up different
said,
traps.
to me, Denzel is like Drake. He could do way more, but why should he?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I can argue with that.
apparently I look like John Q. I'm a baseball. I will. I plan to be a baseball parent. I like baseball. I mean,
I've never seen
My
you
son-
watch baseball.
when do you see me watch anything outside of anime?
I've seen you watch football. I've seen you watch basketball.
So
I've
why would
never
I-
seen you watch football.
Where would me and you?
Where
Where would me and you be in the same room where I would be watching baseball, knowing you know nothing about baseball?
First off, you don't know that I don't know nothing
Bro,
about
you
baseball.
barely know anything about football. How would you know anything about baseball?
How many strikes until you're out?
That was just disrespectful.
How many strikes until you're
No,
out?
you disrespectful, dude.
How many strikes until
It's
you're out?
3.
How many foul balls
No,
until
I'm
you're
not
out?
doing this with you.
3 strikes, you're
I'm
out.
not doing this with you, bro.
What's next?
I'm not
What's on the
doing this
docket?
with you, man. I can't
What's next
stand
on
you,
the docket,
dude.
bro?
Oh my gosh.
You did ask him a pretty easy question though.
I was expecting him to just say.
If you don't know how many outs are in baseball, then you just under a rock somewhere.
I was expecting him to get so.
Kyle Quero.
Huh?
I don't know how to say his last name. Kyle Quero.
Oh, the nigga who
The
said Jeff
NFL.
Scott.
Now you
Dang,
could have let me say what was on the docket before.
Damn,
you said
rough and they on you.
it.
Yeah.
They are on me. They are on me. NFL player Kyle, whatever his last name
This will
is,
be quick.
said
It's a quick.
Jill Scott was unattractive. He said in a tweet or a post, I can't believe there's niggas out here who really think Jill Scott is attractive.
Hold on. Will said, how many balls does it take before you get to take a base? Wow.
Hold on, no, because I don't want to mess this up.
Wow.
I'm not answering this. No.
So you don't know?
No, I know what. No.
Say the
Because I
answer.
think I no.
Somebody asked you the question.
No.
So you just
I
gonna deny
don't
one of your viewer?
Yep.
One of your top fans?
Damn right.
This is the top fan. You owe him.
You damn right.
You owe him an answer.
Bro, I'm not about no.
Bro, come on.
What? So y'all can climb me here on this live?
Listen, if you're wrong,
no,
we'll skip.
I don't believe you.
We'll skip.
No, I don't believe you.
Bro,
I don't believe
no,
you.
it's
Nah,
not,
bro.
come on.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, the answer's 4. And I feel like that's not what you were going to say.
You don't know.
You weren't.
It
You don't
wasn't.
know.
Because you would have said, oh, that's what I thought.
No, you
I just
no,
don't wanna
'cause
be
if I had-
wrong.
No,
I just didn't want to be wrong.
No, because if I had said that,
So
you
you
would have been
thought
like, no. See, there's no
Okay.
answer. There's no answer in this.
There
Either
is
way,
an answer.
no.
There's
Either
an answer.
you
The
gotta
answer is
switch
4.
it. Either answer I give, and right where you said, if I had said, yeah, that is what I was gonna say.
So
you
what
was gonna
happened-
say,
Wait, how can I switch the answer if
You
that
would've
is what
been
it is?
like-
I got you. Very
Nah, bro.
simple.
I'm
No,
not.
There's
no.
a player on each base.
He says 4,
And then the rest
and then I go, no, it's 6.
I'm not doing this.
So you big man.
I got you.
I'm not
You
doing
don't
this.
have to do this.
It's
You
very easy. There's a player on each base.
I'm good.
The person that bat hits a home run. What is it called?
I'm good, bro.
Chris said, please don't talk about that young idiot. We all know about Jilly from Philly. Next. And that's a fact. That's all there is to say. Jilly bad. She bad.
Facts.
And why did I get married?
1 and 2.
1 and 2, bro. Mike was tripping.
I'm like, yeah, she was big, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
She
that.
was still
I
fine.
call that thick.
She was fun.
thick, square.
She was nice. Now, this is Jill Scott in the movie. We don't know what she like in real life.
Hold
We're
on.
just talking
Now,
about her character.
hold on. Let's not.
I feel like
Jill
Jill
Scott
Scott-
in the movie was overweight.
Yes.
Yeah, she
Jill
was,
Scott
but that's okay.
Jill Scott now is thick.
thick.
Jill Scott now is a plate of baked yams. Okay.
I don't like yams, but I know.
Jill Scott.
Oh,
She-
yamage.
She thicker than
Yum.
Thicker than a Snicker.
She thicker
Peanut
than
butter
6
finish.
cheese baked mac and cheese. Okay.
She's peanut butter in the freezer. Thick. She's thick, squared.
Let me tell you,
Thick.
boy.
Cute.
To the second power. Exponential.
You said squared.
I know.
That's
It's the same thing. I know. It's the preach.
Mike in the movie was tripping. The before and the after was both great. I'll take it up.
I feel like that was Tyler Perry's best series, and I'm glad he stopped it. Nothing
Because
bad
that second
stopped
one was reaching. It was
It was
getting
reaching.
a
With the death of old dude.
Yeah, I'm mad they kind of killed him off, but oh well.
red
That-
ring.
that-
red ring baloney.
That
Oh, that thing used to chew.
that death
Blue.
and how to
And then
Yeah,
The Rock
right.
came in at the end.
Yeah, that was no need for him.
why did I get married to? I was about to say think like a man. Why did I get married to? The way that they had him die was so uninspired and random. It was like,
Huh?
oh, so they mad, so he gonna drive out here and get hit. He ain't even make it to the main road. Where was he getting hit at? He hadn't made it to the main road yet. How hard did
That
he
it
get hit
killed
that
him.
he
How
died?
fast was the car coming that hit him?
Bro,
to
listen,
the point where he
people
died?
speed in parking lots all the time.
Bro,
Not to
that
the-
parking lot
well-
was a rich person's parking lot.
It's Tyler Perry. It happened.
Nah, bro. Tyler Perry movies haven't been good for ages.
Oh.
And They Like a Man 2 was good up until, like, their whole marriage issues felt too forced for me.
No,
Will said-
I ain't gonna say felt forced because that seemed real.
Okay. Sorry.
I feel like those
I
are
think
real.
I think his topics come off as forced. As real as they are, they come off
The
as
way that he
forced.
portrayed that felt forced.
Will said, "I've never seen anyone say Gerald wasn't attractive
I've
until
never
now."
heard
Well,
of
except
that.
for Mike in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that was just because she was big. I mean, that's
But
that's
like,
the issue. With
I
most people.
agree with Will. I've never heard it, never fathomed it, never thought it, and then I saw the tweet and I was like, he's got to be trolling.
No, he had to do an apology.
Will said Will be saying things sometimes that's how you say it. She's not my type, but she's definitely not attractive.
Not unattractive.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody saying Jill Scott.
But she said, I've
did
never
say-
heard anyone say, oh, he said she wasn't.
Tyler Perry has a way of giving depressing endings of some movies.
I haven't liked
Movies.
his
Tyler
plays
Perry.
are definitely superior
I
to his
haven't
movies.
watched
But his
a
plays
Tyler
do have the
Perry
same
movie.
plot.
Yeah, it's just because of the actors.
What was that movie that had just came out that people was roasting so bad?
The non-normal Tyler Perry movie, like the one that didn't fit the normal stuff.
The new one.
I don't remember because I didn't watch it.
That's straight, bitch.
Grace?
A Fall from Grace.
A Fall from Grace.
I
I don't even know why he put himself in that movie. Let me tell you something. He was so bad in his own movie.
Oh.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
he's a bad actor. in the
He was
majority of
bad,
his
and he like his portrayal of an overworked a law person was horrible.
He's a bad
I love how
actor.
he always plays that too. Always in the
Always.
Madea movies, the boot. I know y'all had to see the Halloween movie he did.
I didn't watch it.
No,
Bro.
I didn't watch that shit.
I didn't watch it.
Fuck, I look
You
like-
want to talk about bad?
Medea's Halloween.
Boo, and then there was Boo too.
I can't believe he had got the funding
Did
to
he
do
make
Boo
John
too.
Henry? Bro, I've seen bad movies. All of his series shows deserve a good roast.
No, House of Pain.
House
was
of
good.
Pain was magnificent.
House of Pain was damn good.
Magnificent?
Yes.
Magnificent?
Hell
Now
yeah.
the
Oh.
second version of House of Pain was ass.
Yeah, that we don't talk about that. But Janine played a crackhead so good, I actually thought she was a crackhead. She is a good actor. That whole series was good, outside of the new bullshit.
Bro,
House of Pain was
House of
great.
Pain was
Come
was
on,
not
bro.
magnificent.
House
Yes,
of
it
Pain was
was.
a great TV.
Meet the Browns was subpar. House
You
of
about to say Meet the Browns was better than?
No.
Oh,
I
oh
was
boy.
just saying, I didn't. Boy, you was way out of this old time. I was just saying. Oh, she means the new ones. He has a new series. Oh gosh, she talking about them nasty ones with the people from Why Did I Get Married in it?
Which one? What are you talking about?
Because if we're talking the Oval Sisters, etc. Okay.
Oh,
First of all, I don't watch Tyler Perry new stuff. I don't watch.
I didn't know he came
Yeah,
out with
they
new
know
stuff.
the game.
He did when How Did I Get Married 1 came out. He did come out with a TV show with
Angela
Michael White
and Angela,
and Angela, and
and she cheated on him and all of this. It was bad.
she cheated on him again in the TV show.
Let's talk about
I
how
didn't
bad
know-
of a wife she was.
Hold on. Before we get to that, I don't know where he thought that TV show was gonna go, because in the movie they had already cheated on each other. So see that in the TV show wasn't going.
You got it from Walter. I ain't gay.
No. I gave it to you. I was just waiting on you to say something. Boom.
Now,
I already got the shot.
Talking about his wife, she is typecast all the way. I have not seen her play anything outside of that
Bro,
role.
that's always a meme that says, if my weed isn't this loud, I don't want it. And it's just a picture of her. I'm like, oh my God.
The thing that was interesting about those movies, they were such like strange situations. Like I enjoyed the movie, but The Haves and the Have-Nots is his best show.
Never even heard
I'll
of it.
check it out.
I've heard of it. I never gave it a chance.
But first of all, the different types of marriages. But then one of those situations threw me off, and that was the Tyler Perry and his wife, and then Janet Jackson and her husband. Because I definitely was like, okay, so they're supposed to be like the perfect couple. I did not I did not expect the meltdown they had in the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Well, I guess it was to show like just what you think is a perfect marriage.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't
behind
know,
goals.
and it pretty much with Will and Jada. I mean, you don't know what they're actually going through.
Yeah, but they never looked perfect. They haven't looked perfect.
I never thought Will and Jada were
Yeah,
perfect.
like
I mean, well, nobody. You know what I'm saying?
But we also got a movie versus what we see from Will and Jada. But then also the wife that works a lot and doesn't want kids. But then in the second movie, it's for some reason thinking about another man. How would you feel if you found if your girlfriend or wife said another man's name while y'all are in bed?
bro, that's a literal fear.
I would.
like we
I
got.
don't think like
I don't know
if
how-
that was to happen to me, I would. It wouldn't be no type of outward anger. I would be devastated.
Devastated.
I would be
I couldn't recover from that.
destroyed.
I don't know if I can recover.
Our relationship could not recover from that. 'Cause
Our
now-
relationship, my future relationships might not recover from that.
like that's
Because I'm gonna always-
that's a crippling fear.
I'm not even just upset with you, but now I'm insecure.
Oh.
I must be garbage.
To the point where you gotta fantasize about another man.
The husband in that perfect couple didn't even know what was going on. That's also a fact.
I've literally had nightmares of like of me hearing LJ say somebody else's name in her sleep.
I don't know, but I ain't never had that.
Oh, bro, when I tell you that's a fear of mine, like if that happens to me, and like every time it happens, it like wakes me out of my sleep. Like I hate it. It is the biggest fear I have in a
You need to
relationship.
get that checked out.
Yeah, get that check.
Cause that ain't
It's a
normal.
nightmare. That's just a nightmare.
I be having nightmares too, but my nightmares be like death nightmares.
You don't have regular life nightmares?
Not like that.
Not my girl saying.
I don't be thinking about that enough. Usually my nightmares are like-
because you saying death. I have a lot of nightmares of like real life situations happening in my actual life.
But those are things that I like think about during the day. Like I have nightmares about someone like breaking into my house.
Usually, like my nightmares are usually things that are like way in the back that I don't think about during.
In
the
your
day.
subconscious.
Yeah, like it's stuff that I don't think about during the day.
So Anissa says she popped up like we're getting a divorce, and he was surprised too. Fact, which he was.
Well, no, he wasn't surprised about the divorce. He was surprised that she said that during that moment. They was supposed because they ended up getting in an argument afterwards. She wasn't supposed to just throw that out to everybody. They were supposed to say that at another time.
Will
but that
said,
wasn't on
Will
the trip.
said, would you judge her for that though?
And this is about the saying the other man's name.
No.
If you knew she would never act on it.
But LJ has gotten mad at me once for a dream she had. But this was very early.
I thought he was about to say someone else's
I got
name.
scared. Wait,
I'm like,
she got mad at you for over a dream?
Oh, this was very early on in our relationship, but it was fucking hilarious. Like, I was flabbergasted and amazed.
Like, that's how you see on TV.
Like, that this really happened. One day, she woke up and she was angry all day. I mean, she was...
You know what?
I'm just picturing
She
it.
was mad all day.
I'm just picturing
And the
LJ
next-
anger where she just doesn't talk to you at all.
The next day, she came into the wherever I think we was living in our first apartment. She came into the room and she was like, "I had a dream yesterday night that you cheated on me, and that's why I was angry all day." She
I feel
literally
that,
told
though.
me like that's
I feel
why
that.
I was mad.
I feel that.
And I was just like, "Wow."
That's happened to me before. That's happened to me before. I wasn't necessarily mad at April, but I did have to like kind of stick to myself for the day because I needed to clear it out.
You were the
Oh yeah,
you were the thinky.
this was like 2-3 years ago, but I definitely had that kind of dream.
Yeah.
And I did wake up the next day and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I didn't like make her feel like I was mad, but I was a little distant.
No, LJ was mad all day. She wasn't responding to things I was saying. It was short. She was head down, didn't want to look at me. Like, she was mad. And I
feel that.
Bro, what did I do?
Well, because
What is wrong?
because
It's
now
a
that
stretch.
she's pink shit.
Yeah.
Chris said no, he wouldn't judge her, but pride level 0. Judge is a strange word because I don't know. I might.
There's no way I can judge her for that. I can judge
For saying
nightmare
another
her, I
man?
guess.
But saying another nigga name while we haven't said.
No,
Yeah,
he's
no,
talking
I'm
about the dream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
real
no, I was
life,
He's talking about. He said, "Would you judge her for that though?" The whole saying the name thing.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
I'm not going to. No,
I'm
I
be
retract
questioned,
my
bro.
earlier statement. I don't think. I know.
I
could
know
not
I'm
recover
gonna be
from
pissed
that.
off. Yeah, I know.
I'm hot. this relationship is down there over.
Can
It's
I
not
judge
damn
her
near
for
over,
it?
but like, if you say it in your sleep, bro, like, there's gonna be a lot of questioning for the next 2 or 3
First
days.
of all, if you
Like,
say it in your sleep, that's almost the same as you saying it while we in bed.
Honestly,
true.
because
But you know, sometimes, you know, but that's another thing. See, now it just made me mad because, you know, sometimes they say that the person you'll see people you're supposed to be around in your dreams before you actually see them. You ever heard that before?
I've heard that
Right.
people show up in your dreams
Yeah.
can't be random or like made up, so it has to be somebody that you've seen.
I've
that
heard
makes sense though.
I've heard that sometimes people will show up in your dreams that you haven't even met before.
That sounds very
You never heard that
theoretical.
before? It is theoretical. It's not proven.
Yeah,
Maybe
the only
it's like
thing
a
I've heard is
combination
that-
of like the different things you've seen, your brain just kind of made up some random person.
Because
Nah.
I've heard for a fact that the people that come in your mind, like you can't just make up people. It will be based off of someone you've seen that you
Yeah,
didn't
based
even
off
notice.
of someone you've seen, and then kind of just compiled together.
Will said, nah, man, Theo, that happened to me. His ex said that she dreamed that he cheated on her, and if she had the dream again, she was going to dump him on the spot. Okay, well, I mean, good thing is you're not with her, because that's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think you can dump somebody over that. Because that's you just tripping. Unless...
See, here's the problem with that.
So, like,
though.
how
Let's
you react
imagine.
to that?
Let me paint a picture for you, right?
Right,
Imagine
right.
you woke up, fresh in your head, your girl cheated on you with somebody.
Mhm.
Now, when she's sitting there giggling, looking at her phone, it's who she's sitting there giggling about. She said someone else's name in her sleep. Now,
that's different.
okay, this is different though. She said somebody else's name in her sleep. Even if you could like try to get over that,
No,
it's
I
a
can't.
fact of
I can't get over that.
she's giggling on her
I
phone.
can't
What's
get
she
over that.
giggling
I
at?
can't get over that. I can't get over that. You're talking about something different. I can't get over that. You say another nigga's name, we're having a problem. If she's just dreaming of you cheating on her for no reason, she tripping. If she says someone else's name, she can go
That
out
is
in
a
the
specific
she
person.
for the streets. She can go find him.
Kamaria said that is true. I had a dream of someone I never met before, and then years later, she ended up being my foster mother for 9 months. When I saw her, I was terrified. So yeah,
That's strange.
it happens.
God,
sometimes.
that's scary.
I mean, that's weird.
It's never happened to me,
That's some scary
but I've
shit.
definitely heard of it happening. But like, imagine if she said someone's name, and like she swears up and down, and she can prove to you that she hasn't been messing with nobody or anything like that. Like, what if that's supposed to be someone she's supposed to be in the future?
I don't give a fuck about him. She chose me. She chose me.
Dreams are
Now you got to
realities.
trip over some nigga that ain't even around
She
yet.
chose. You sitting here competing with Mr. Fantasy nigga. Chris said dreams give us insight into the future. Deja
Oh
vu.
man.
Listen, bro, I'm not about to compete with an imaginary nigga. That's all I'm saying. I'm not finna be doing that. But
Cause you'll never win.
the thing with old girl saying that other man's name during sex is not only did you say his, like, let's say there's a dude that you work with, okay, cool. For you to say his name in this moment, that means you
think
thinking about it.
You think about being with him in this moment.
Like,
I'm just a physical being.
I have a fear, like y'all know how bad I am with names.
Yeah.
I have a fear of doing that. I've always had a fear of changing up someone's name. Changing names in a relationship is a big fear of mine, and I've had a fear of being the person who's done it as well. And it's just like,
are you talking
I
about
don't
when you
even-
call her the wrong name?
yeah.
I've only done that once.
I've never
I have a
done
fear
that,
of doing
but I've
that.
always had a fear of doing it, and because of that, that's why I don't like to talk during sex. Like I will.
Oh,
I will
during sex?
never, yeah,
I
I
don't
will
like talking during
never
sex 'cause I
utter
just don't want
names.
to talk.
I don't utter
talk
no
during sex.
names during sex.
I don't do all of
boring
that.
ass sex.
Okay, you talking about boring? That's because he be over here. Oh yeah, you want daddy? Like, I don't do all of that.
Yeah, bro,
Okay,
that
man, I'm
shit
gonna-
weird to me. You the type of nigga who will make a porno and you talking throughout the whole porno. Like that's you. That's the type of nigga you are.
Kamaria said, just
Wow.
ask what the dream was about. I've told Will about dreams and thoughts that I did not want to share, but I feel like I needed to. Chris said, it means it's almost over.
Oh my god.
We
He
might
brought
be-
up deja vu
Oh,
earlier,
my.
and I had deja vu earlier,
We'll have
and it
deja vu
scares me
all the time.
because like I know for a fact this is
I
happened
ignore my
before.
deja vu.
I don't ignore it. Some of the times I'll be
I
like, bro, am
ignore
I a
that
future teller?
Nah, bro.
Am I a
ignore that
psychic?
shit.
Is my calling a psychic?
Nah, I
Because I
ignore
feel
that
like
shit.
I've been here before.
I don't even want to think about my deja vu moments.
So then let's
This
get
is too
past
hard.
them. The other one was, of course, the perfect couple. which she like had some underlying. Well, both of them kind of did. I don't remember. Did he have actual resentment for her for the child,
Yeah.
or was she stressed about it?
No, he blamed her because she never.
She didn't fasten the.
She didn't fasten the seatbelt, and then when they got in the car accident, the baby died.
Correct. Okay, so he did have. So it was just an unresolved. Well, not just, but like a conversation that
That's
never.
not, if
They didn't get over that, man.
Well, if you have a child and your child dies and there is an obvious, clear fault, like you're not getting past that. I don't think you're getting past that because in that situation, there's an obvious, clear fault. She did not double check and make sure that the shit was she was moving too fast or whatever the reason was. Because she was not paying attention, their child died.
I hated
she
that
gotta
for
deal
them.
with that.
I was about to say I hated
now
that
she has
for
to
them
live with that though.
because as it was one of those things where it seemed almost inevitable for that to happen. Like as much as they tried to get past it, I feel like that was inevitable to happen eventually. Something was going to trigger that moment.
Facts.
And then once it came out, like once it came back out in the open and they brought up that conversation.
Once it came back up again, it was no coming back.
All of that she had been holding on to.
Now she feel attacked.
Well, it was also the pressure she was applying to herself to make it seem like nothing was wrong. So it was that pressure mixed with what she was actually feeling, and then she also felt attacked.
But it's like she feel like she had already paid for it. She's been paying for it she's gonna have to pay for that her entire life.
Yeah, but
she has to live with
she has to
live with that. But the significant other has to also live with the fact that because of you, my child is dead.
Oh, but
you're not gonna get over
they're
that.
married.
You're not gonna get over that.
You're not gonna
Chris said you can't put that on her as her husband. You're her rock.
That is bullshit. People
nah,
put
bro.
shit on
At
each
that
other
point,
all the time.
like, yeah, you messed up, but let's get through this.
You not getting through that,
bro. You can get through
Kamaria
that.
said death of children often usually ends marriages.
Yeah,
and I can see that. Now, Darian and Chris both said that the man needs to be the rock.
The man might need to be the rock, but
he was wrong for attacking her in that manner.
I definitely feel like that's one of those conversations that's not even that.
Hold on, but he might have been attacking her. But let's not forget that in that movie, she was also ignoring the fact that he kept trying to talk about it. He wanted to bring it up. He needed to talk about it, and she refused to talk about it. In that situation, like, if you are the person who was responsible, right, and then you have a person who wasn't, that is hurting. You as a person responsible also can't be like, no, you just need to be my rock. No, he needs to talk about it. And he lost a child too.
That was also after the divorce meeting when she pretty much tried to screw him out of damn near everything.
That wasn't after. That was before.
It was before?
Yeah. The divorce meeting was after they started blowing up.
Okay.
But so what's happening in the comments is, gotta be smarter than that. You can bring it up, but there's a way you gotta do it. The man can throw rocks too. Basically, you can't put it all on her. And then Anisha said it's not just his child. He abandoned her in that. Which I do see. Like, think about what she had to deal with. The fact that it was her child. And she also feels responsible.
She's the reason why someone that she carried for Lord knows how many months.
You gotta change that.
For somebody that she carried in her body for Lord knows how many months is dead. She has to live with that.
Darren, what we're talking about is because we were talking about marriages, and then we started talking about Tyler Perry. So now we're talking about the movies. Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married To? And we're talking about the perfect couple of Janet Jackson and that other dude that I don't even know. But yeah, he did kind of. But wait a minute, they were in the kitchen, and he was kind of calmly saying, trying to talk about it, and so at the same time. Just because he's ready to talk about it, does that mean that she has to be ready? Because remember, she feels responsible. So she's not going to be ready to talk about it at the same time as him. And as the man, your responsibility is to be the rock. And so therefore, he has to try to provide her with whatever she needs.
Okay, so you're saying, so you just said as the man, it's your responsibility to be the rock. So if it was vice versa, are you still saying that would she now need to be the rock? Or are you saying that if it's vice versa,
if he was the reason, like so if he was the reason why the baby died, yes, she would have to be the rock in that situation.
That's all I want to know. Yes, I just want to know
it's not because
he's the man. He said as the man. I just want to make sure that we saying in that situation the
It's not even
significant
a-
other who was not responsible needs to be the most most
It's not even the fact that
stable.
it's because he's a man. As her husband, that was his job. Had roles been reversed, as his wife, that's her job.
Kamaria said if he was ready, but she wasn't, he should have gone to counseling. You put forth the effort even if your spouse doesn't initially. Which again is a valid point.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now let's talk about Mike and dang, what was her name? Sheila. Was it Sheila?
Yeah.
It was
like
Sheila.
Jill Scott?
Yes. They were just interested. There is no timetable. This would be a long process for both of them. Correct.
Definitely.
The man is supposed to be the anchor, though, but the wife should have that tool available, too. So, 94 Dro, can you give a specific answer as far as what he had said? So, if the husband had been the reason for the child's death, does that immediately swap to her being the rock, per se?
Because then if you say that no, she doesn't need to be the rock, then your points are invalid.
Well,
People's
I mean,
points are invalid.
you also got to remember that people hold us to a different standard.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh, I'm just saying that's what it is.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not hearing that noise. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he did say yes, it swaps.
okay, that's all I need to know. That's all
Mike
I need
and
to know.
Sheila. That was just crazy from the beginning.
I put a lot of blame on her also because you're not finna sit here and tell
Jimmy
me
from Philly.
they get on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Him, another girl, her best friend, and Sheila.
Which, by the way, she was in hard denial.
Yeah, hard denial. Then the flight attendant says she's taking up 2 seats. She can't sit here. He makes her, his wife, drive through a snowstorm to get there, while him and her best friend take the plane. No.
Will said not BS. Men should be at a higher standard.
Not in that situation, though. It's situational. I feel like it's situational.
Well, he'll give his opinion. He'll tell you whether
What do
he
you mean,
agrees or
Will?
not.
Yeah. What do you mean?
He'll tell you. I find this kind of topic interesting though because I have this topic sometimes with April when we're talking about other people, but I definitely would. I put that on her because as much of an asshole as he is, Mike is an asshole, and I'm not. That's not condoned. He is an asshole, and he should not behave that way.
But at some
But
point,
you
need
are
to be-
in control
Yeah,
of
you-
Yeah,
what
at some point you
accept.
gotta take responsibility for what is
Now,
happening.
what we can say is, one, she was insecure, so she definitely was holding on to the fact that somebody was trying to be with
Yeah,
her.
but that was more. But their situation.
He was in an
past-
entanglement. It was Jilly's fault.
Their situation has stopped being more of. It's like he wasn't hiding it.
No,
Chris
he wasn't.
agreed with Will,
He
by
caught
the
her
way.
fat ass multiple times.
Yeah, he wasn't hiding it. And at
And
that
then,
point, that's when it's now yours. Like, this is not a secret anymore. He does not care for your emotions anymore.
They
He
have
doesn't
also
care.
been, they weren't newlyweds.
Yeah, so at that point, like, at a certain point is
When does it
you-
become
you
your
need to step
responsibility?
away. Like, you need to step your ass away.
When does it become your responsibility to know what you are worth? I mean, that girl was in the car, driving, out there in that crap.
Didn't she get into an accident? Or
I don't think
no?
she didn't get it.
No,
She had
he
to stay at the
stopped.
police
He
station.
stopped.
Will said just in general. So in general, we need to be held to a higher standard. I know there are situations where we need to lean on each other, but the man is supposed to be the head of the woman,
Anissa said she didn't know about the cheating.
which she did not. He did slick hide it.
Did he though?
Yeah.
So
No, bro,
If
that's
you-
denial. That is not
that
her not
role-
knowing. That's
so
denial.
you mean to tell me if the roles had been reversed, she with his best friend, he's too big to get in the seat, and then she makes him drive. You ain't gonna sit here and say they're probably fucking.
Well, that situation would not have made me think that they were cheating because he told her to leave. That just makes me think he's a piece of crap. Because he made her leave not because the other woman was there, but because the stewardess said she was taking up 2 seats.
Hold on, but
But
he stayed.
he-
He stayed on the plane.
Right, so I think that made him...
As her best friend, she should have rolled with him then.
Neither
She
of
should've
them
rolled-
brought up-
I'm not saying they
No, no, no,
shouldn't
no.
have. I'm
What I'm
saying that
saying
didn't
is-
give me a cheater vibe.
What?
That gave me a trash husband vibe.
Oh hell
Oh,
no!
you smoking dick.
Oh hell no!
You smoking dick.
You mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me that my best friend and my husband, neither of them is gonna be the people they supposed to be to me and get up off this plane and make sure that I will make it here safely? They not cheating. They not fucking. Come on now.
Me, you, and April get on a plane. She make you fucking drive.
See, don't do that.
Oh no, cause you talking about you would
I'm
know.
putting the ball in your court. That's what that is.
That's not putting
You
the
gonna
ball
be
in my
ready to
court.
fight my ass when you get there, bro.
You want to know what? Use that situation. I would not assume y'all are
Hold on,
cheating.
hold on,
I would
hold on.
think
Why
both-
wouldn't you assume
Hold on,
that?
94 Joe said if she didn't know they were making the sex, then women's intuition is not real, and I agree with
The
it.
only thing I was saying was there were other things that he did. Y'all were talking about that one specific
That was the
instance.
first one.
That slick
That was the first thing.
And then that's the school thing. Everything after that.
If she wasn't
Everything
cute, would you
after
have thought
that.
that?
You said what?
If she wasn't as cute as she was, would you still have thought that?
Yes.
Okay.
What does her cuteness have to do with the fact that
Okay,
he's
hold
putting
on.
out?
Don't act
clean-
like attractiveness
he's
does
putting
not
out
make you
clean
think more
signs.
if someone's cheating or not.
He's putting out clean signs.
You're saying signs. We're talking about one situation.
Signs that whole thing.
Darius
was a thing.
said, "Did Jilly cheat?"
Did Jilly cheat? No.
She didn't do anything with him.
No.
Oh wait, but they technically didn't get divorced. I think when they got together.
No.
But they had also said they were getting divorced, didn't they?
No, they never
When she
said-
actually got with the cop. Oh no, because she
No.
smacked old dude in the head with the bottle, and that was
She
it.
left.
Jilly cheated.
She cheated. She did cheat.
Jilly cheated.
As far as we know, it was the dinner. Everybody dirt coming out. Next day, she was at the place. She met dude. Next thing we know, they knocking boots.
Yep.
And we at the thing. We don't actually know where in that situation they divorced. So technically, yes,
Could
Jilly
y'all be
cheated.
friends with Mike after him outing everybody at the table, outing your business about having an STD?
What was it? The STD. What was the other one? Oh, did he bust out the blaming you for your child's death? He did bust that out because that's what
He
started.
busted everybody's stuff out.
I'm trying to think of what it all was though. It was STD,
It was
It was
STD.
the child death.
Child's
and what was
death.
the other one? What was the other person? It was 4 of them. One Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I
I don't think they had one at that.
They had to. They had to. Dang, I don't remember what it was. So Will said that he thinks she knew in the back of her mind. She just didn't want to confront it until it was revealed for sure. Oh, she was in heavy denial.
Yeah, I think
Heavy.
she knew and she just didn't want to admit.
And Anissa said she was probably used to the bullying also
Yeah.
before him. And then once she found him, like she felt like she probably felt
Bro,
like
he didn't even sleep in the same room as her.
DNA test. The DNA test.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
kid
yeah.
might not be mine.
Correct.
That was
correct,
their
correct.
issue in that movie. Oh my God, there's no coming back from that.
94 Dro said they still had white man's paperwork.
he up on these white people.
Exactly, they cheating. They didn't sign no papers.
Oh,
Will said,
Tyler got the DNA test. That's right. He wasn't sure if the kid was his, and she was mad about that. I
Tyler
remember
was-
that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I was thinking vice versa. I thought,
Oh, okay.
I thought he got the
I get what
DNA
you're
test
saying.
because she cheated,
Right.
but that's not the. That
Will said she cheated. It wasn't as frowned upon, but yeah, she did technically cheat. True. Kamara, oh yeah, to answer your question. So Kamara said he would not have been my friend at all, but definitely not after that moment. I would have had to take another bottle to his head. Now that's a fact, because Mike, I don't know if I could, like I've watched friends do things that don't really bother me that much, but what Mike was doing to her was a little bit, like it was definitely
Oh, that was
different.
horrible.
That was terrible.
His
doing the
friends
shield?
were trash
Yeah.
for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because his friends was not stopping him.
Because they was also like, hold up. Now, granted, the one thing they were doing was like whenever he showed up, and they said, "Where's Sheila?" and he said,
Her fat ass driving.
they looking at
That
him
was
like,
basically what he said.
"You let her drive here?"
Why, you flew on a plane with another female?
I guess that's an interesting question. Probably they were friends before the whole big group, correct?
Who? All the guys, all of them were friends in college, I believe.
Okay.
All of them were friends in college.
And Sheila and the girl were best friends.
If Mike was y'all's friend, would you check him?
We checked JD on the
I was
side.
about to say, well, we used to. No, we still do.
I don't do shit now.
I mean, but like when JD was,
He was
in his
basically he was a
entanglements,
not bully.
he was a not bully, but we definitely checked him. Yeah,
Plenty,
yeah, quite often.
like plenty.
Now, if he takes our checks or not, that's different. But
He was
Although
dying
what I was
in
doing
bitter.
was not.
I don't know of one, but definitely not after the dinner table. Like
Oh,
100.
no.
Like even if I was iffy about it before, after the dinner table, like 100%.
Oh,
Like you're done.
I can't believe you just threw my dirty laundry out there like that.
And see, the bad part was it wasn't even really just
If that
dirty
was our
laundry.
friends group, that would be you, because you would be the only person that had everybody's information. You would be the only person that has everybody's business.
You know what? Since you want to do this, let's do it.
Like in our
I can
friend
see you
group,
doing
I'm
that.
100% sure that if you don't know it, most of everybody else don't know.
Bro, y'all would have had to do something though.
Oh, it would have had to be
Yeah,
bad.
Like for me to do that, bro, it would have had to be like really bad.
Oh my
I don't.
He
Based on
lashed
what
out.
he gave
He
up that
lashed out.
information. Oh, you want to know why? Because he felt judged by everybody else in the group.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the group had something else, but still, he wasn't even just busting out dirt. It wasn't just dirty laundry.
Yeah, no, this
Like
was
that
was
was
private
serious
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like STD, like that was probably
that
the
was
closest
all-
to
that was
dirty
literally-
laundry.
That just so
all
happened
stuff
to
in the
work
back
out
end.
in old dude's favor that she was the one who did.
Yeah, the STD thing was like over here, but then the DNA test
Like,
and
bro.
the blames your child's death, like.
Like, come on, bro. You are
I
destroying
want to know
marriages.
why everybody told him. I want to know why he ended up the person with all that information.
Because it's not because
It
they
ain't the
didn't
fact that
tell
they
him.
told him.
It's they were in a group venting about it, and he was the only one that remembered it. Because everybody else is just venting,
Not
and then we
even,
go
it's
back.
not even the fact that he was the only one who remembered. Everybody had the decency not to say shit at the table.
We vent, and then we're done
That's
venting,
it.
and then that's where it goes.
That doesn't leave that circle.
Nah. I got y'all. Chris said, typical, there's an asshole in every group. See, that's not even just being an asshole, though.
That's just being a literal
One
bitch.
bottle for each rat out. They all knew what was going on and decided to keep it from her and let her look stupid. Now, her friends, Angela was doing her
Angela was
thing.
going to bat for her. She beat old girl ass.
Did she?
Yeah, in the store.
She did.
Will said he would definitely check Mike. We'd probably have to fight though. Just leave her, but don't do her like that. He was a demon for that. That's true. Bro was digging up
He had
skeletons.
everything that was coming to him.
But
Oh,
yeah,
you
so
just-
Anissa was commenting
Wasn't
on.
even in the second movie.
Anissa was
No, he was
commenting
dying, but he was
on
dying. He had
Sheila's
cancer.
Oh, yeah,
friends.
he was dying. That's right.
Like she was commenting on Sheila's friends, which I like how they're not really good friends, which they're not because think about how long she was dealing with Mike.
Yeah, that shit didn't
But-
just come out
You
of
know
nowhere.
something, dude? I've seen so
Because
many-
Angela, what?
I've seen, and I hate to say this, but I have seen so many female relationships like that in real life.
That's true.
Like I see him
There
all
are
the
guy
time.
friendships.
Oh,
LJ,
females
no, I've
don't
seen
call-
it on. I
Females
like
don't call
literally
each other
LJ
out like
has.
that, for real, for real.
I have seen LJ go. What you say?
I said females don't call, like,
Oh,
I
they
gotta
don't
check
call
it.
themselves
They don't
out
call
like
each
that,
other
but
out
they
like
don't. They don't. They is dirt. Like I've literally like seen LJ go and try to make friends, and like all they have to talk about is like somebody else's trash or nothing but drama.
But then don't call each other out.
But don't like, yeah, no, they just trash to each other under the low.
See, bro, and that's I've noticed that in some female friend groups that I know, and it's because they don't like the arguing or having a potential fight. But I think that's just part of it. And
Cause
if,
we stay with fights.
and if y'all are real friends, y'all gonna be friends the next day. If it take a couple of days, if it take a week,
Facts.
we still bros. But if I call you out or you call me out, and we end up having a fight over it, then we gonna have a fight over it, and then
The next day, 2 days
But
later,
we had it.
straight.
but we had it.
And we don't bring it back
But
up.
her friends are bad friends because think about how long she had been dealing with Mike. Now Angela kept saying leave him.
Yeah.
So Angela, as crazy as she was, she did her job.
She's a good friend.
But
She's
everybody
great.
else was kind of like, well, why do you keep dealing with that? Like, at some
that
point,
is also a good question. Why do you keep dealing with
at
this?
some point though, you got to get on her. Like
That
you
is
got to
true.
get on her.
Like, why the fuck are you still
Grab
with
her.
him?
Go leave him. I don't care if you got to go tell him some crap to make him leave her. Y'all are not.
Kamaria said, I call on my few female friends if they tripping, but me and my friends know how to talk about it, not argue about it.
Now we be arguing.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, we argue. We argue.
But that's just our dynamic.
yeah.
I feel like
Kamari, and then they sip a little tea and they have a discussion.
No, we
I
argue.
feel like if you ain't arguing, y'all.
We
y'all
be the
dynamic
choice
ain't
few
there.
words from a fist
Listen,
fight.
we need.
Well, not arguing, debating.
We are an adult. We are an adult's length from a fist fight. Basically, because we are adults, we do not fist fight.
No, I definitely like if we was in high
If
school.
we was in high school,
we
or
probably
junior,
would've
but if we was
fight.
in junior high, we would have had
fucking-
plenty of fights.
We would have
Plenty.
thrown them things multiple times.
Plenty of fights. Bro, put the gloves on.
What? Nigga, I need this one right now.
Will said female friend circles are way faker than male
Oh,
friend
definitely.
circles.
Definitely. I've seen so many female
I think
friend
men
circles.
value
just-
friendship just a whole lot more. I think when it comes to friendships, men value friendships at a much higher
I
level.
definitely 100% believe that.
Then I think women.
I feel like it's because us as men, we value our peace more. We value our energy and our space more.
I think
We don't
it's
feel
a
the
fact.
need for validation
I
as
think,
much.
I don't think it's a factor of validation. I think it's more of even when you're in a relationship, there's still so much you don't feel like you can say or do around your significant other that you can do around your homeboys or talk about around your homeboys without feeling less
Ew.
than a man.
Tea. Stop playing like sorry, coffee, whatever y'all drinking, Kamaria.
Crumpets.
Chris said y'all talking squares versus circles. 94
It's just
Dro
like-
said women are too sharp with the tongues. Nah,
Facts.
that's not an
It's
excuse.
like I never understood
I'm
why.
sharp.
I've never understood why females said
You still
I have
gotta
more
stop being
female
an
friends.
asshole, though, so.
Hey, I'm
That
working
is
on
true.
it. I'm working on it, though.
Are you?
How many times do I send 2 messages to make sure that the first one is not seen as bad as I know it possibly comes off as? How many times do I do that?
You working on it?
I will send
I
my
can't-
message,
I can't wait till he
especially
becomes,
Theo.
I can't wait till he becomes 60 years old and he just don't care no more.
Oh, at 6 I'm gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be a problem. Seth said I only talk to
that
triangles
old
anyway.
person that don't nobody want to be around at the family reunion because they always negative and mean. That's him. That's
Kamaria
him.
said
Yeah.
Frappuccino, thank you. Don't do that.
She did the snap. She said snap.
Yeah, but I snapped at the same time.
Ew.
Darian said smoothies. Listen, I'll do both. Who? Oh, we ain't even got to talk about Angela and Michael. That's just wild. See, what was it? They argued to then have makeup sex?
No, she makes an argument.
To have makeup sex. Now,
I've had makeup sex. I understand.
well, yeah, I understand
Nah,
that, but
because my ex used to do that shit and it pissed me off.
my question that I would want to ask the
Your
women is,
relationships are toxic. Also.
oh my god,
That's a toxic situation.
No,
Yes.
no.
Don't
You
purposely.
crave.
Me and Elton
I
have
don't
never
crave it.
purposely fought for makeup
Shut up. I'm
sex.
saying she would purposely make me mad.
Makeup sex is basically just a treat in my relationship. Okay.
I'm saying she would purposely make me mad, and just to have makeup sex.
Seth said you look like a lemon drop.
Unacceptable.
Y'all were fabulous with that snap.
See,
My question is, even if you haven't experienced, or what do you think? Because while theirs was more the extreme of she forced an argument to have makeup sex, I've definitely heard of partners causing an argument, one to test how they will react,
Yep.
or to fight now so then we can make up later.
I often rehearse an entire argument in my head, and I'll rehearse that argument for 2 to 3 days to just at the end just give up on the argument and not even have it. I don't even end up having it. Like I will sit there and I will gain evidence for days.
Will said, I tried makeup sex, ended up having to buy a plan B. I can see
God
that.
damn,
Cause
boy.
he not thinking. He just booyah.
He was in them shits. Get that shit, Will.
But yeah, have you ever had that situation where you're planning for an argument, you plan to finally talk about something that you keep letting go, and then in the end you just
Ew,
let it go
come on.
anyway?
No.
Will was
No.
talking about
Not
Kamara.
only with y'all.
Will was talking about Kamara, and she said, yes, I was legit scared.
Come on, stop. Stop being
nasty.
nasty on live.
Seth said, what time is ball practice? Bruh, if it's ball practice with you, we having 24-hour practice.
Yeah, no. I only rehearse arguments with y'all because I slick got it. Like, I got
sometimes I gotta rehearse.
But with my girl,
I don't rehearse with y'all.
I have to rehearse.
yeah,
I don't rehearse.
y'all are too quick. So
No,
it's like I
I
gotta
don't
make
rehearse
sure.
with y'all because no matter what I say, you're always gonna have a reason as to why I'm wrong. So,
So listen,
I
I
don't-
don't actually know what you're talking about, but this is why you're wrong.
so like once I don't even think. I'll be like, oh, this argument about to start, and I'm just about to leave this conversation because I'm not dealing with this.
Oh, wait, you gotta.
This is going down the spiral.
Oh, now I have. See, if I'm mad at you, it's the blue thumbs up. If we all good and I'm just okaying something, I'm gonna react thumbs up to the message itself.
Oh, well, now we know, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I know that. So he be mad a lot.
Yeah.
Because normally I be thinking.
Oh, no. I recently did this.
Oh.
I recently started doing this.
Let me check, because I feel like today you did a blue thumbs up.
I did not do it.
And I ain't do nothing today.
Oh, then that was by accident.
I ain't gonna lie, that thumbs up used to piss me off. Like one day I
You
legit.
say indeed.
Indeed, yes.
That's a thumbs
Indeed
up.
is even worse.
Indeed is worse because you never know if it's the blue thumbs up. Is it a K? Is it a I actually understand? Is it a okay?
That's why I just say I you know what, I can't even say it because I don't know.
94 Dro said, gotta keep them Plan Bs like Pez dispensers.
Hey,
Will
what?
said, y'all know by now I've only slept with my wife. I didn't know that. Darius said, y'all chill too. Like, Kamaria said, bye. I didn't even make the original comment.
Who says indeed? JD?
Alright.
Chris says it happens to him all the time.
Indeed means so many different things for JD. Okay, I'm done with this conversation. We all good.
Y'all getting on my nerves.
Y'all getting on my nerves.
Hey, stop talking. Oh, obviously y'all don't want my input. You want to know what? I'm about to snap. But I 100% have to rehearse with everybody.
No, if I'm about to
I
snap.
only rehearse with LJ.
I have
See,
to
I don't
rehearse with
rehearse.
everybody because I do have a problem.
You do have a
You
problem.
do have a
I
problem.
legit sometimes have to think it through because I'm like, I'll say something in my mind and I will legit smirk because of how evil it is. I will say it and I'll be like, oh my God. Nah, but you can't say that. You can't say that. Or the after argument thoughts. After you have an argument thinking about what you could have said. And then you like, damn, why didn't I say that? Because now that I know how you reacted, I should have came for your life. I should have slit the jugular. Kamari said, every time JD says indeed, I just think of Columbus short from Stomp the Yard.
Indeed.
Indeed, in any format, is super passive-aggressive.
It's just a
That
passive-
is a
it's just
fact.
A passive-aggressive
It's a
word,
passive
bro.
aggressive word. It is exactly what it is.
Will said, bro, did anyone believe I was a virgin? I still don't believe you were a virgin.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I did.
No, you
I feel like I thought Will slayed a couple bodies back in his day.
100%.
Back in his gladiator
Well, I thought
days.
you was lying wholeheartedly. I thought this man was lying. I thought he was trying to keep up image and just didn't want nobody to know that he was clapping cheeks. I thought Will had...
is a holy man, okay?
I understand that.
Will has principles that he...
Right, but I thought Will had a couple entanglements.
No. Will too... He too... What's the word I'm looking for?
Righteous.
Righteous! Okay? He's too righteous
Yeah.
in his endeavors. If he said, I'm not fucking until I'm married, then guess what? Will ain't doing what? He ain't fucking. He ain't doing it.
You want to know... Yeah.
Because it's the brain chemistry.
See, y'all want to know. Y'all want to know how it is. It's your brain chemistry. Cause listen. I thought Will wasn't a virgin because, like Darian said, Will was a preacher's kid.
A preacher's.
And like what he just said, them be the freakiest ones.
My daddy
Factual.
was
Because of the brain chemistry.
the chemistry.
You trying to act out.
out?
You trying to be the opposite of what you thought you were expected to be. See, now what we talking about here is Seth also said something else. We're going to leave Will alone.
Hey, hold on. Kamaria was like, look, I just need this ring on it so I can do what I do. Okay?
I need this ring on it so you can put this thing on it.
Okay, I need you to blow me out from the rooter to the tutor. Okay?
What? Blow her back out so she can begin to shout. You make me want to shout. Please throw my back out. Yo! How we out in their business? Will said, so Seth said, I feel like there is a stigma that if you fight, you are unhealthy in your relationship. That's only true if that is all you do. Couples fight, and it's as simple as that. You, as a couple, can rebuild from an argument. It helps you see the error in your ways. Build on that and become better. Just my own opinion.
Oh, see, his comments ain't popping up on my thing. He must be in the watch party.
Darian said next topic. He tired of talking about Will.
Well, actually, you guys, we're actually getting ready to wrap it up for the evening. What's up?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because you forgetting the last one.
What last one?
Today, it's what made me think about it. Today, I want to know.
What you talking about?
Huh?
What you talking about?
Girlfriend making you do things.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to know from my ladies and from guys, why do y'all feel the need that if you're bored to just go shopping and bring me along? Why do I need to go? Today,
That don't happen to me, bro.
we have already said you're not normal. Okay?
Wow.
Today, the question was, what do y'all want to do today?
I mean, I've definitely taken my girl shopping before. But...
I mean, I believe that, but
No, you don't.
you're right.
Oh!
What do y'all want to do today? You know, so I'm like, what activity do we want to do today? I'm thinking an activity.
Shopping is an activity.
No, it's not.
Shopping is
So,
an
It
activity.
is a chore.
So the
It's a
question was, what
hassle.
are we doing? And April goes, we're just driving down the road, and y'all want to go to the mall? So it's April, her parents, her sister, and me, and I'm in the back.
Wait, y'all want to go to the mall? How old are we?
She said y'all want to go to the mall, so I'm like, in my mind, I don't want to, push my wants, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, please God, no, because we're not gonna do nothing in here but just walk around until she find nothing.
Until she find nothing.
Until she finds nothing.
Just the window.
So she
shop.
said the mall. Somebody said no. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So then she was like, how's your Ross down here? Oh, it's good. It's a Ross. They're not just different. So we end up going to Ross, and I try my best to not be a buzzkill, but my body tells me when I don't like a place because my body reacts immediately. We could have just got done running a 5K, and I'll feel fine. The second we walk into Ross, my knees hurting, I'm yawning, I'm like limping, walking around like I can't even walk.
Like you just not happy.
Why? And this is not just a one-time thing. Why do I always gotta go? What are some of the things that you make your significant other do that they don't have to do? And why? Specifically us, the boyfriends. Why do y'all make us do things? Why do y'all want me to go shopping? Now, he might not have, but have you ever had a girl make you go shopping?
Yes, it's quite annoying. I don't be wanting to go. Then they get mad when I go and sit down in the boyfriend
KJ
section.
don't like walking. I don't have a problem walking. I golf. I play disc golf. I bowl. I can walk. But it's when we walking in the stores.
You not about to call me a fat ass. He said
Because that's what Darren still tried to say. Darren was still trying to be fun.
Nah, man, I hate it. And they get mad when I just sit down or I just stand in one spot. Like, I don't be caring.
Kamari says I don't make Will do anything. So, Kamari, let me ask you a question here real quick. So, let's say you decide that you want to go to the mall to do shopping. You ask Will to go. Will says, no, I don't want to go. I'm not going. Do you think any less or do you get upset because he does not go
Probably not.
with you to go shopping?
Probably not. She gonna say no. By the way, Darren, you not slick. I thought we was cool, but you was trying to be funny for a sec.
How?
Oh, with the fact that I don't like walking.
Oh,
I've
Darren
I've been
trying to...
tripping because he been commenting on both Darian DeRoe and 94.
Okay, so I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm sitting here like, did he change his profile? Will said if I say I'm not going, that's that. Truth be heard. You're right. You wasn't being funny.
Oh,
So
gosh.
Will basically saying, I am the law. The pants are mine.
But I mean, that's their relationship though. They have a very traditional type of, or at least that's how I believe.
See, I be
That's what it
hitting.
seems like from the outside.
See, I'll hit April with the no, I don't want to go, and then it's that face.
LJ won't make me go, and like if I say no, she will not make me go. But she definitely has a little face, a little too with it.
I don't like walking when I did not have the intention
I'm the one who
of
don't
shopping.
like walking.
I just don't like spending money.
I'm the one who don't like walking.
I also like to plan my shopping. I don't like to just be driving around and then go.
Cause I don't like being I barely like being in crowded places already. 2, I don't like standing in lines. So if I'm going shopping, I have in mind what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get it. Get the fuck out.
Unless we.
I've just accepted that there are some things that I'm gonna have to do that I don't want to do.
I'm not doing that shit.
See, I'm okay. I would actually be okay with this if there was a boyfriend bench in every store like Ross, Marshalls, Target, all of that. I need a boyfriend bench.
You know, I just that's true, but I think I just don't have those issues because LJ is not a shopper either.
Yet.
She's not. We've had plenty of money here recently. She's not a shopper. She is not a go and stand at the
Wait
store
till
and
money's
walk
not
around.
a factor anymore.
Bro, I'm telling you, LJ's not a shopper like that.
Catch me in 5 years. Then
I'll
can say
catch
the
you in
state.
5 years. LJ's not a shopper like that.
Kamaria, she had to correct you. No, our relationship has traditional values, but it has untraditionalism. He wears the pants, but best believe I got on a skirt.
They rehearsed that.
Yeah.
Before she sent that. They planned that one out.
Hey, I need you to get that going. Will said, I don't hate shopping with her. There are just certain stores that I hate. That's a fact. Seth said, praise the boyfriend benches across the world. The real goats. See, it's so funny because I think Abel does it because I'm kind of a bad person to go shopping with. Because, like, if we're shopping, bro, I'm literally here as a placeholder. I am not actually there. I'm, like, physically here. But then she'll be, I'm the 21st century alpha male.
Nah, man, don't ask me.
She'll be asking me, is this, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you don't need that. You don't even have shoes to go with that.
Oh, see, now I don't be doing
I don't be doing all
I
that.
don't be doing all of that.
If you're gonna bring me along and I can't sit down, I'm giving my input.
My girlfriend only needs two responses from me. Yay or nay. Hey, babe.
See, but
Yay.
it's not that simple.
Hey,
It's
babe.
not that
nay.
Oh,
simple.
wait, but it's Theo.
It is simple.
So with Theo, it's yay or nay. Because Theo is either solid color blue, gray, black. Yay or nay.
No. Right. Yeah, he's
Oh,
throwing
yeah,
some
white.
in there.
It's either yes or no with Theo. But sometimes, bro, you got to look at it and
I do be looking at it and I be like, yay.
See, but sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes it's, can you try it on? What are you wearing that with?
This is when she has tried it on. This isn't. I think
Bro, sometimes they just pull it off the
I
rack.
think all
How do
clothes
you
are
feel
ugly
about this?
before it's on you. All clothes are ugly before you see it on you. All of them.
That's true.
I can get with that.
How many times have you gone to the store? Let's say JCPenney's. You
I
go
don't
to
buy anything without
JCPenney's,
trying it on.
and then
But I'm a big dude.
you see the list. You see the clothes on the rack, and everything looks ugly on the rack. Everything looks ugly on the rack. You have to try it on.
Well, if it looks ugly on the rack, I'm probably not going to try it on.
Nah.
You got to at least look decent on the rack for me to... Why am I going
But
to put on
nothing
something?
looks great on the rack, is my point. I've never gone to the store and I see something on the rack like,
Because it's Theo.
because it's Theo. You damn right.
I don't understand how you can't see a nice, solid, navy colored shirt. What you looking for? Man, this black ain't the right kind of black shirt I'm looking for.
Hold on, there's different shades of black.
Yeah,
I understand.
That's sable black. That's old black.
But you know what I'm saying.
There's midnight
He's
black.
saying
I
he-
hate midnight black.
that black ain't black
That
enough.
black
he
ain't
said-
black enough.
But
It
he's
ain't
saying he
black
don't
and
see
full.
nothing nice on the rack. You telling me on the rack ain't nothing nice?
I'm saying on the rack. Now at Walmart, these shirts ain't on racks. They on folding boards. Things look better on folding boards.
Factual. It's-
Bro, hold on. Will gave the perfect answer. Her, how do you feel about this? Me, which answer will help us leave here faster?
Facts.
See, but then that's a problem, because then if I say yes, it's like, I don't know. Ugh. I like that. I'm going to start using that, Will. Anissa said if she act interested in anime, I appreciate the attempt. Was that autocorrect that spelled it that way?
No,
Y'all
no, she
can
said
act-
sorry for misspelling.
Oh, okay. The attempt is fine. If she can act interested in anime,
Hold on,
y'all
I'm not
can act-
saying that I don't act interested in the shopping. I just say I have two very simple things, and every once in a while I'll say that top looks good, but that bottom don't fit right. Yay, nay.
See, Seth is asking
Yay,
the same
nay.
question I asked. I don't know about that. If it's ugly, then what makes you pick it out? In order to pick it out, then it had to get your attention somehow. You trip. No, I gotta be cute in order for me to pick it up.
Nah.
That's a nice shirt. I'm gonna pick it up.
Nah.
What is Chris saying? 1201 blue. She said anime. There's an ugly shirt. Let me try it on. Nah, bro.
Hey, you know what? Now that someone's a mission anime, Kamari, let me know. Did you check out any of those animes that I gave you suggestions for?
He giving Kamari a special shout out. Yeah, Seth is exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, that's an ugly shirt. Maybe if I put it on, it's not ugly.
Hey, look.
That's what you be doing for real?
Hey,
That's what you be doing.
look.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
So you say, man, this is ugly. Let me try it on and maybe it's not ugly.
Yep.
I know you're going to say I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm looking for an answer.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that was real. She really don't know how to spell anime. That's it, spell? Jesus Christ.
I got you, Anissa. I put it in the comments. Not yet. Don't worry.
I heard somebody pronounce
tomorrow.
anime anime.
Anime.
I don't know.
JD look like T.I. with that hat on. Nah, wait, you gotta. There you go. Alright. Ugly first, fix ugly.
Ugly doesn't fix ugly, Theon.
Oh, I thought he was flaming. I was like, damn.
But outside of that, everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. We have always, my God.
Anissa, it's okay.
We always enjoy you guys' commentary. Thank you for watching the show. Catch us out next week on Thursday at 8:15 p.m.
Dope or Nope is also on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yes, Dope or Nope. Music reviews, 7 p.m. Check that out as well.
Oh, 1201 Black, the shade after Midnight Black.
See?
Damn, you didn't have to say my typo like that. Yes, we do. Plus, everybody can see your typo.
Factuals.
I just said it out loud, so I apologize, I guess.
Outside of that, everybody, again, my name is Virgil.
KJ.
Omega Melodies.
And y'all have a great rest of y'all night.
New York.